this is a dangerous place to go. We don't like conspiracy theory,
Right.
but at this point, the way this administration is wrecking ball, sledgehammering, destroying all the government evidence and agencies,
Well,
who knows at this
getting
point?
rid
Maybe
of
conspiracy theory is now the truth.
So, I have to ask you this just because, I'm not, you know me, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but, I think in the light of everything that has happened, which you've commented on, Elon Musk and Doge and, getting all of our data and all that, since you literally wrote the original book, The Plot to Hack America, my sister and other people that, that we are smart people I respect are starting to ask questions. Is this possible, knowing Russia did hack the election in 2016, that something happened in 2024? This was what I was sent, just because I know Tristan Snell talked about all the bomb threats that were traced back to Russia. People are talking about what he said about Pennsylvania, and Elon knows the vote counting machines, and so we won, and yada yada. So they were saying while the voting machines aren't connected to the internet per se, it only takes 10 minutes to pop in a USB and get out. It just so happens there was a bomb threat in Pennsylvania where they emptied the building. It wasn't just one building; it was 67 of the 67 locations. 56 were in 11 counties that voted for Biden in the 2020 election, including the 8 most populated. I mean, obviously you're kind of the expert. What do you make of any of this? I mean, do I put it past Putin and Elon Musk because they had so much at stake? No, but I don't, go ahead.
I've shied away from this, but I'm going to tell you another bit of Nance here.
All
if one of you feels industrious, go to my YouTube page and go back through my MSNBC hits where we talk about election and election security. I have said at least 5 times in major interviews on MSNBC when I was there as the terrorism and intelligence analyst, that it's very hard to hack individual voting machines and voting tabulations. The place that you hack them is at the state tabulation, the final tally. In the old days, and I've said this on your show, in the old days, we used to do this on chalkboards right in front of the country as they would call in their vote. Whereas now, every system is disparate. It's hard to do from a paper machine to this. But where they are all put onto a computer is at the final tally at the state level. Is it possible? It is absolutely possible, because it's the only place that computers are all come into one spot. I don't know myself. I don't understand. Maybe people have seen some disparities. That would require a government that is honest and legitimate to find out and look at those things, or evidence like one of these, Doge babies to come out and drop the dime and bring the software, but don't forget, it was Trump who said before the end of the election, if this doesn't or if it doesn't happen, me and Elon are going to jail. That was a very noteworthy comment that I thought was quite funny. Same thing with his kid out there spouting off what he heard daddy say, but this is a dangerous place to go. We don't like conspiracy theory, but at this point, the way this administration is wrecking ball, sledgehammering, destroying all the government evidence and agencies, who knows at this point? Maybe conspiracy theory is now the truth.
Well, and getting rid of election interference experts, they're smash and grabbing everything. So, of course, what people's question is, are we going to have free and fair midterms? I mean, I guess the problem with 2024 is it's too late now, right, to do audits of battleground states or whatever. I mean, obviously, had Biden or Harris or Jamie Harris, anybody said we needed to do that. What do we do now? I guess is my question.
No, because we're being nice. Because Democrats, liberals, never Trumpers, with few exceptions, all believe, trust in, and accept the state, accept the way that things are in America. These people are vandals. They were here to pillage and destroy the government, and they've done it. And remember, they said in the first 180 days, I believe it was Vaught or Homan, said in the first 180 days, it's going to be shock and awe every day. They're going to carry out every aspect of Project 2025. We're beyond introspection at this point.
Yeah.
We are in activist mode. And if you don't get into activist mode and lecture, preach, and carry every person who did not come to that election and tell you America is under attack, it's being destroyed, then what you're doing is you're giving up.
Yeah.
I'm not, somebody, by the way, I talked to a consultant recently and he was like, oh, if you were going to do a campaign, I would focus on these Republicans in 2026. I said, screw 2026. We're going to war now.
Yeah.
We're going to war directly, and we're going to get hit everywhere in red and purple America. Don't come back with the way Democrats were from the beginning of time. This is a new America. You need to be the fightingest, monkey wrenchingest guy out there.
You said it. Warning. We are in a national security emergency.
Good
and
God.
I love how you said it. MAGA 101. When they give a band of drunk monkeys flamethrowers and machine guns, don't be surprised if the house is burning and your kids are shot. This is arson by snotty, self-serving morons. I mean, it is by design, this chaos. And we fired the nuke inspectors. Oops. We don't know how to get them back. Oh, the people working on bird flu, we fired them by accident. I mean, it's just like you say, every day it's chaos.
I heard you reference Jesse Waters talking on Fox the other day.
Yeah.
And he came out and explained, I think you talked about it, about how they do asymmetric information warfare, which are technical intelligence terms from my community, right? In which you use judo on your opponent. And he talks about Elon Musk tweets something, hundreds of millions of people see it, then Joe Rogan talks about it for 3 hours, then Fox News picks it up, and it now is in the heads of millions of people as truth. And I keep telling you every week that we're on this show, you need to flip the meta-narrative.
Yeah.
They are not dismantling government. They're destroying America.
Yeah.
Period. And you need to use those words. No soft words anymore. No being polite anymore. All right? Trump is a dictator. He is not even a wannabe anymore. His statement yesterday about the Constitution, laws being decided by him and the Attorney General, George Washington would slap the living bejesus out of him if he were to hear that. He may, in fact, rise up and come and do that. Thomas Jefferson literally wrote this around the top of, had this written around the top of his memorial about being an eternal enmity to a tyrant.
Yep,
You redefined
DEI: defiant, enraged, infuriated. Here's my final question, because again, what do we do? I mean, if in fact, well, first of all, if they did F with this election, that's the crime of the century if they got away with it. What do we do about the midterms? You said
I want you to set aside the midterms. I want you to set aside 2026, 2024.
Yeah.
Done. The war is now.
Right.
The war, the fight on the street is now. The nonviolent fight is now. They want a violent fight. They want black bloc anarchists and the Democratic Socialists of America to come out and start a fight so they can give us the Reichstag fire that they want. This is literally a totalitarian dictatorship forming before your eyes. And the first thing you need to do is to fight is you need to have those right terms. Elon Musk is a straight up Nazi. He's proved it to us. He is a believer in this neo-reactionary ideology that believes that the technological rich elite must form a dictatorship in America, and we're on our way. Stop looking at the chaos and start attacking the people who are doing the burning. You want to stop witch burnings, you got to go to the priest, right?
This is Donald Trump's America. Now you were trying to save democracy, and I'm being rapped by the 22-year-old that I currently work for. Thank you, Malcolm.
You're awesome, Malcolm.
I saw a great dictatorship explainer coloring book I'll send over to you.
All right, good. Love you, Malcolm. All right. Buy everything Malcolm has ever written, including his Substack. Love you. Mwah. Oh, hey there, it's Stephanie Miller. If you're like me and you love sharp political insight, pointy, you like it pointy and sharp, bold opinions, and a touch of humor to make sense of these crazy times, have I got some fantastic news for you. The Political Voices Network is now on Substack. This is your new go-to for the best in independent media. We're talking about my show streaming daily with episodes on demand, the fearless of journalism of Brian Karem, the brilliant side-splitting satire of John Fugelsang, the unrelenting working class advocacy advocacy of Rick Smith, and so much more. Here's the best part. Subscribing is so easy. You can join for free or go to the extra mile. Support these incredible independent voices by signing up for a full subscription starting at just $8. You'll get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes insights, and a chance to directly fuel fearless, unfiltered media. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to politicalvoicesnetwork.com. Hit that subscribe button and become part of the movement keeping truth alive in an era of corporate media overload. Every subscription helps, especially yours. One more time, that is politicalvoicesnetwork.com. Sign up now. Do it.